There is still a chance for Ghost to finish in the top 6, but one thing is for certain, they absolutely have to win this game. This is a tooth and nail, no holds bar fight for survival. And CLG, they're right there on the same situation. So, Carpet, what do you have to say?
So they talked a lot about Ghost, and I want to speak to CLG. So coming into this week, they were the lowest in goals per game, the lowest in assists per game, all right? And then when you look at individual passes per player, a full rank of everybody, they literally held the bottom 3 spots as a whole team. Now, also, Mio had a total of 6 assists coming into this week. Hot Wheels Sid matched that in one series, okay? So the one thing that they were missing, Hot Wheels Sid seemed to have brought, and you usually see that out of substitutes. They're like, here, you do all the cool stuff.
It just changes up the chemistry. Like, Rocket League is so much about chemistry, how people just naturally fit in with one another. The more you play with people, the more you understand their tendencies and so on and so forth. But like you're saying, Timmy, he was freed up. Miho, he had 80% goal participation. Yeah. Miho was a huge part of the offense for CLG, and with his absence, somebody had to step up and take that position. And Timmy, he did that, and it's working out for him.
I think it would be a really big flaw if Ghost are to underestimate what CLG can bring, because it is going to be very different. You can see how Timmy feels when he has to be that offensive pressure for his team, and Dapper will have more room to play to use those 1v1 skills. Ghosts have not performed, and now they really need to treat this team like they're as big a threat as any.
One thing is for certain, this is going to be the decider. One of these teams will be in the promotion tournament. The other will secure their spot in the playoffs. But a win is needed. Now Matt, shot in, and that's going to go crossbar and in. Matt with the first goal for Ghost.
Bit of a solo play right here. While it was a contest from Leathermere, you're going to see Matt just putting that beautifully into the crossbar. Such a difficult thing sometimes to even just react about. Dapper thinking, if this goes off the backboard, I need to be following this out. If it goes crossbar and down, I need to be there. He was kind of right in between, and it went straight in.
Matt, 50% of the goals coming from Matt, so he is the offense for Ghost. Another shot coming in, that was going to be wide. Sid chasing this down. Gets it past one into the middle, but Zane was waiting. Now Zane out into the middle, left with a touch. Matt flies by as well, dangerous spot. Now the ball flying right back. Matt up, Timmy challenges, left.
He's trying to react as fast as he could. Oh, this could be great.
Dunk. That's going to be a fortunate goal for CLG, that dunk going full field.
The challenge from Dapper. You can see Leathermere really wanted to get up there as quickly as possible, but that reaction time was inhuman to try and also make it where the projected ball was going to go. He tried his best, and I think it was a pretty cool effort, but that means that final defender wasn't in a great spot to get his car behind it.
Absolutely. One thing that CLG did last time was unassisted goals. We see another unassisted goal there. Had something like 6 or 7 in the last series to keep that streak going. Now Leathermere, the block, Ghost, Matt following. Left, going for the long clear, just straight down the field. Left.
Look at these clears from Ghost.
As Zane just blasting that one downfield. Ghost just opting to take that straight down the field clear approach. And a demo from Zane. Zane having quite a bit of demos on the season. That one off the post, another chance. Zane follows it up.
Dapper got there just in time.
Now left, has some time, shut down by Sid. Crossfield clear by Matt. Not much boost for Zane to work with. Timmy almost struck. Now Dapper trying to keep that ball in. Does get that win on the 50. Follow up by Timmy. Timmy goes for the play himself. Looks like he did have someone in the middle.
You see all these hard clears and long shots from Ghost. That is a trait they have. About half the shots they've taken so far have been at that midfield distance, even if from the side, but very, very far shots that might not be a huge threat, but you know, they're just trying to make that defense move around a bit.
And we've even been seeing them blast it from their own goal. Their own back wall all the way towards net. So Ghost, a distance attack strategy. Now left back to Matt. Matt with the shot in, but not enough on it. Timmy there. Still looking for that passing play, though. Sid into the corner. Now ball up, Dapper and Timmy both cancel going for that. Still works out for him. Timmy's going to chase this in. A shot in from Timmy, turned aside by Lethamyr.
And the defense from Lethamyr, he came in this week having 45% of his team saves. So somebody that we know has a lot of control, especially on offense, and is there to be a passing target, clearly plays a lot of defense for his team.
Left. Just making sure that that Ghost defense doesn't crumble. Now Zane's going to pop that up, does get boost. Sid chasing this down. Chance for Timmy. Timmy going up. Zane also gets there to challenge. Ghost just trying to get out of their own half. This ongoing assault from CLG hasn't yielded a goal yet. They could be closing in. A block from Sid. Sid following that up. Throws Matt off. Now Zane up, gets the touchdown. Blocked by Timmy. A shot. Turned aside. Still Ghost stuck in their half. Finally break into the blue half. See what they do with this attack. Sid up to Timmy. Timmy. Right back into the Ghost half.
Something you won't see often out of Zane Jackie is him trying to put shots on net that are kind of a threat again. He's their hard clear. He has one of the worst shooting percentages in the league, but I don't want to take that away from his skill. He knows he has Matt and Lethamyr on his side, so he really doesn't need to. He just has to set them up.
And Zane didn't have enough boost. There's still pressure coming out from Ghost in the final seconds, and they let it drop. We have overtime in game one. Kickoff over to Zane. Sid gets that win and the boost. Now Dapper sees Timmy. Timmy with the shot, and that one a missed chance. Sid following it up, and that blocked by Matt.
Sid even went for the low shot.
Gonna want that shot opportunity back. CLG. That could have been the winning moment. Now Dapper touches that down off the corner into the middle. Matt tries to make the play.
No one there.
Zane. A shot in. Timmy with the backflip save, and left comes in and steals that overtime goal. Ghost win game one.
Two players sitting on that line, and then Dapper getting bullied out by Zane Jackie. You know, I think just before we came in this week, he had the most demos in the league total. We know he's a high demo player. And we see him again going for the aggressive play on that defender in CLG. Both of them sitting on the line, neither closing the gap between the striker and the net. And you will see Ghost take the overtime victory.
And it's surprising to me that we see so many shots on Ghost's side. Almost 14 shots, not almost, exactly 14 shots. To just 6 for Counterlogic Gaming. But Ghost, they were stuck in their half quite a bit.
I mean, a lot of those shots, again, we mentioned it. They're so far, they're just not a threat. You can put a shot on from your own backboard, but if anyone's even remotely close to retreating, what's the point? You're giving up possession, which I think has been Ghost's biggest detriment coming in so far this series, is that they're always going for the hard clear. They're not aggressive and taking their time up the field. Matt having so much of his goals participation and just the goals for his team in general, I don't exactly know what that means. Are they just waiting for Matt to be there for the pass? Are they just smacking it up and Matt's making things happen? Are they planning that far ahead? That's the big question.
Yeah, I think it's just, Matt is just a great finisher. We saw it even in week number 1 when he had those 0-second, last-second shots to either tie it up or win the game. But Zane, just a physical player, keeping people out of net, left coming in. Ghost just narrowly squeaking by. But CLG, they had that chance. Dapper put a great pass over to Timmy, who was waiting. And normally we see Timmy hit those clutch goals. He's one of the leaders in clutch goals, which is, scoring in the final minute to tie it up or get the lead. And he just missed that opportunity, and Ghost was able to steal that game. Here we are, game number 2. CLG with the sub. They took out of style earlier today. Surprise.
Whoa.
And look who it is with the first goal. It's the sub himself, Hot Wheels Sid.
Look at this shot. The angle he had and the momentum he had in his car wasn't very good, but the power he had to keep that nearly a laser to the crossbar. It might not have been crazy fast, but that did not have a lot of drop.
And Sid earning that sub paycheck. And Timmy had a very good block to set Sid up for that. Now Dapper getting beaten by Matt. Left's going to put a shot in. Timmy gets back in time. Now Sid leaves it for Dapper. Dapper takes control on his first touch, wins that 50-50. Now a shot in. Zane makes the save. Timmy controls the ball. Pushes it past one, but Matt's there. Sid trying to get that ball out into the middle. Dapper with a shot, going for the double tap, and Dapper delivers for CLG.
I wanted to watch Hot Wheels Sid go for that ceiling touch, but I think it's way better for him to give that over to Dapper. You can see Matt trying to stop the first shot from Dapper, but he put it above the crossbar instead. Matt wasn't able to read that, so by the time it came back out, it was just on Dapper to try and put that in.
You know, we have been dogging on Dapper this season, saying he hasn't been living up to the hype or what we'd expect, but that goal right there, that was something. But an immediate response, Zane Jackie keeping Ghost close.
Now Dapper wanted to go for the pinch on this, and someone potentially should have been following up and supporting this. I don't know which decision came first that wasn't the best. You know, not amazing to put that kind of in the middle area as Dapper, but then again, if he's assuming a defender to be following up with him, that should have been challenged or at least the angle cut off.
Yeah, to me, that's the classic. I think I have time to go get boost in the corner, but my teammate hit it out to the middle.
Oh, the classic.
Happens all the time. Double commit from Timmy and Dapper. Sid misses his chance. Double tap from Zane, and then a miss there from Matt. Good chance for Ghost, left uncapitalized.
I believe that's called lowercase.
I think that's a different capitalize. But thank you. Now Sid chasing that down. Did get it by Zane, but Zane's on the wall. Receives the pass from left. The pass from left. Left out into the middle. And Matt's not going to miss that. The equalizer for Ghost.
These pinches from the corner, when they come off the wall that far, it's tough as the defender. Timmy wanted to try and follow that through, but look at how far that came out from the net. Matt just had to wait patiently. Timmy, I mean, he reacted as quick as he could. There's not a whole lot you can do from that position.
Cannot really stress enough the importance of this match for both CLG and Ghost. So much of these teams' futures decided from this very series. Sid is going to follow that up. A shot off the backboard. Dapper's there, and he hits it to the side. I don't know if a defender got a piece of that or if Dapper just missed.
He could have been trying to hit that around Matt as well if he'd seen him coming up. The double bump from St. Jackie. What is this? Making it wide open for Matt.
And you see Sid tried to time that, but it looked like Hot Wheels Sid got bumped by Zane and hit another defender, and Matt, just perfect placement in the upper right corner of the net. Matt continues to be the offense that Ghost needs him to be. And just like that, Ghost turn it around. Zane off the wall. Going to center that to left, off the backboard. Now Matt on the prowl. Tests Sid, who puts it far out into Ghost half, follows it up and gets the 50-50 win. Dapper slowing down. Matt tries to pop it by. Timmy shuts it down. Sid into the corner. Timmy with the follow-up. Pass back, Dapper. Back to Sid. Quick positioning from Zane, wins that 50-50. Dapper with the challenge. Back-to-back challenges. Teams vying for control. Now Zane takes his time. Matt opting to back out. Left. Going for the clear. Doesn't get much on it, but he does get a second touch. Messes up that rushing offensive player.
This team's nearly tied in stats across the board. Shots, saves, and assists almost the same for both. But right now, Ghost in the lead by just enough.
We're approaching the final minute of gameplay. CLG down by 1. Matt. Right to Sid. Sid tries to get a clear. Doesn't hit it too hard. Zane being challenged. Left off the ceiling. That one, he touches it past, and Matt wasn't able to get a clean shot. And then a long shot from Hot Wheels Sid. Unfortunate series of events for Ghost.
And again, this retreat. Zane Jackie, last man on defense, knowing Leathermere was coming back. From actually watching his camera angle, Leathermere retreating and flipping back was actually in the way of him knowing Hot Wheels Sid was behind the ball. How often do teammates actually obstruct your vision? Zane Jackie wasn't prepared for that shot and out of position.
And it looked like Ghost was about to get another goal, and just like that, a quick counterattack, and CLG ties it up. Now Matt chasing this down. Sit across the field. Zane hard off the wall. Missed there for Matt, but Lett's going to have a chance. Puts it out into the middle. And Matt narrowly missing another shot. And we have overtime yet again. Ghost no stranger to overtimes. They took that game #1 win. Can they do it in game #2?
But we know Timmy's one of the most clutch players in the league. He plays well under pressure.
But he missed that opportunity last game. He's going to have to make amends for it, but a shot off the crossbar from Zane. Now a backward chance, Timmy up. CLG trying to recover. Zane off the corner, left with a shot. That one's dropping down. A save from Timmy. And now Matt off the crossbar. A shot from left off the crossbar.
Again!
Everything off the crossbar for Ghost. And now Leth taking his time. Self-pass off the wall. Sid just comes bowling in. Saving CLG right there.
Ghost have had complete control of this overtime. Control of everything but the crossbar.
Crossbar doing wonders. Now Matt a long clear. Timmy there. Dapper's going to try to tap that down, but he missed it. Awkward situation.
Yeah.
And now Matt with a shot. That one blocked by Dapper. Good positioning.
And he missed the follow-up. Now another floater. CLG needed to use so much boost. See, Ghost are just trying to slowly starve them out, steal that corner boost, put the balls nice and high. Oh.
And Matt chased that one down, almost got that pass out there. Sid, the good pop. He's going to leave it for Zane. Left, back out into the middle. Zane with a long shot. That one narrowly missing. Now Leth again. Trying to chase that down. You see more and more of these long go shots, but that one's going to find home. Zane Jackie with the game winner for Ghost.
After all of that, Leathermere getting that. And again, look at how high that was. Hot Wheel and Dapper not exactly knowing where to go. Hot Wheel Sid going for the corner to support Dapper and a potential passing play to clear it out. After frustration, I assume, of playing so much defense in that overtime. And Ghost again, they're not winning by a whole lot. Matter of fact, by the smallest margin you can in overtime. But they're taking it now 2-0 in the series, looking to get a clean sweep.
And this is the Ghost that, you know, after week 1, they've had such a rough schedule. In week #1, going up against the top 2 teams in North America, they struggled, but they looked good. And then after that, it just was all downhill. And now here we are, week #4. This is their final game of the season.
Yeah.
This is a must-win situation. If they win this game, they're not guaranteed top 6, but they still have a chance.
I mean, it's closer than not getting the win.
Yeah, they're going to have to get this win and then hope. But still, this is very, this would be a very scary situation. If you're a 3 seed and Ghost gets the win, somehow finishes top 6, they're playing pretty well right now.
I think it's something we can forget too, that this is the last time they're going to get to prove to us how they play. So I think even in their own minds, this is where they're just going to give it their all. I mean, you've got a lot to lose. It's not even just that we have nothing to lose. We have a lot still to lose, and they want to make that percentage as small as possible as they move forward, because the rest of it's out of their hands after today.
Yeah, and not only that, but every single game that they win without allowing CLG to get a win is so important, because the tiebreaker, it comes down to win percentage. So the more that you can 3-0 your opponents, the much better situation it is for you in a tiebreaker situation. So this one looking very good for Ghost. They're going to try to close this series out with a sweep against CLG. Both games were overtime games. It can't get much closer than that. Now a shot in from Lethemir, just 12 seconds in, and Ghost get the early lead.
Zane Jackie is just going to follow this through. That touch, look at that drop back. Not only was it towards the center, it was off that backboard as far as possible, away from those goalies. We talked about Zane Jackie not having a great shot percentage, but if you're that much of a setup player for your teammates, knowing that Matt and Lethemir can strike the way they can, I mean, who cares?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Carpet. I've seen him miss his fair share of shots this season, but his passing has been very good. On example right there. Now counterattack. Zane or Let coming in off the pass from Zane. Seeing these two connect yet again.
See the retreat, Timmy, hoping that would be a pinch into the corner, wanting to cut off even more angle. The idea is he wanted exactly not that to happen, for it to bounce right back off the wall into the center, but sadly he got all 4 wheels on it, could not control it. He felt the pressure of his opponent closing in right with him, and he wasn't able to get the touch he wanted.
Now Zane upfield by one defender, by another, but it's going to wrap all the way around. Matt taking his time. By 2 defenders, going to try to beat the third. Dapper's the last one left. Left waiting. Zane with the follow-up, a big defensive stand there by Dapper.
Matt, you're crazy. I don't know what on earth made him center that when he had 2 players retreating to play defense, but it seems to work so far in their favor.
An early lead here for Ghost. They just need to sit on this. Left up into the corner. Timmy forces it back in, a long clear. Sid trying to chase it down. Demo from Zane. Now Ghost moving in for the attack. A pass off the backboard. And Lethemir is there. A hat trick for Lethemir.
I mean, again, look at the 2 defenders. Matt just following this up. Hot Wheels, for some reason, backflipping off the side. We see someone coming out from goal. Matt it took a long time for him to get to that second touch. Both players, I guess, just not communicating, not really knowing who should go for that first by the time they got there. Matt put it right around them both. 3 goals up for Ghost.
Lethemir just stepping up. Now a chance for Dapper to get one on the board, but Matt makes the save. Pass over to Matt from left. Cut out. Now the counterattack. Sid and Dapper both go for it. And now Ghost on the attack. Timmy's going to force this ball downfield. Matt has some boost. Looked like he was going for an air dribble. Got bumped way far downfield. Now left with a shot. 4 goals for Lethemir. He's popping off.
He is doing everything he needs to put his team in the best position possible. Timmy, not knowing when or where the shot would be. Lethemir collecting himself, keeping it low, not letting the bounce happen, not hitting a post, knowing that Timmy had to react to either backflip, front flip, or jump. He had a 1 in 3 shot of guessing right. He went for the other 2.
And a statement game for Ghost and Lethamyr particularly. It seems like a mountain to come back from. Now a shot in from Sid. That one's going to be high off the crossbar. Matt downfield to left, off the backboard. Zane, that's going to go back towards his net. Matt bails him out. Center ball. Now clear left with a shot. 5 goals for Lethamyr. Just keep counting them.
This is all but done for CLG. That drop back was beautiful. Timmy again, last man back. Dapper wanting to retreat, just grabbing the center boost. He was at midfield when that was already pretty much on target. I mean, it is just getting carried away right now. Ghost Gaming, 5-0, a minute and 37 left.
That has to be the most goals scored by a single player so far this season. I would imagine in North America at least.
We'll see.
Now we'll have to get our statistician on it. Now left, downfield. Matt doesn't have a lot of boost, just not enough, so close. A sliver more, that would have been it. And a backflip timed from left allows him to make the save. 1 minute remaining, a 5-goal lead for Ghost. This was such an important series. 2 overtime games, came out on top, and now this last game carpet. This was very one-sided in favor of Ghost.
And it's very surprising to see maybe CLG just felt a little overwhelmed. I mean, again, they are working with a substitute still. With this much on the line right now, they must be just a little bit frustrated. I don't know the situation of why they had to use the sub. Oh,
that's what you call a pull shot right there.
You don't see that very often. But I don't know, man. It's got to be really frustrating for CLG. Seeming like they maybe were waking up, and we heard when the season first started, when they had their first bad week, players were saying, don't write them off. They've been doing great in scrims. They really are a huge threatening team, but we still haven't seen that performance that we want to see. We all want to. None of us want to say CLG hasn't been performing. But now...
And all eyes are going to be on them.
Yeah.
All eyes are going to be on them and to see how they perform. And that shot off the crossbar from Zane Jackie. As we approach the final 10 seconds of the game, a commanding victory for Ghost, a statement game from Lethamyr, 5 goals from the team captain. And even though we talk about Matt being that prolific scorer, Lethamyr just really stepped up.
He really did. He's really going to try and hit that stat that Matt had half his goals. Lethamyr was sick of that. He didn't want him taking the spotlight.